There ain't no telling where they'll go, and it's nothing short of a propos. Well, they're out there fighting when they should be writing. Settle up for Adventure Brodeo.
I say there, do you have a moment to talk about the skeleton guard?
More skeletons for the skeleton guard.
I think you'll find his offer one to bone up on. It's a terrible pun, but I have 8 skeletons with swords, so you're gonna laugh.
Yeah, keeps them happy. They like the bone jokes.
Oh, it's the Adventure Brodeo, and into Diablo we go. There's monsters to kill, and we might be they.
That is the continuing theme of the Diablo adventures. I think we're playing this on far too low a difficulty level to really call them the dangerous enemy here. We are the dangerous enemy.
We are literally just kicking down their doors with a gang.
Yeah. Well, it's sort of like you are the dangerous enemy, and I'm kind of like the guy who follows you around. He goes, yeah, see?
Are you my hype man?
I think so.
I can't remember where we were supposed to be when we were doing this. Cathedral level 3. Alright, let's probably just take our portal. That's probably why we left it.
You say portal.
The big blue glowy thing.
It's not appearing for me. I don't get a portal.
Okay. I gotta remember how to do the portal back to town.
I've just been home alone. In the head count. Didn't realize he had an extra skeleton warrior.
Okay, do you see the giant glowing portal I just stepped out of?
No. Why am I denied this portal?
Oh god. Oh no.
Am I too lame? This feels like I'm too lame.
The portal of coolness denies thee.
Oh, you can't see the portal of cool guys, eh? Oh, I don't know why that might be.
Okay, well, I think next best bet is to just take this thing to Cathedral level 3.
Sure.
Hey, look, there's a chest.
Cathedral level 3. Here you go. I'm allowed in the cathedral.
Ah, there we go. That's the old tactic.
Ah, it's like riding a bike.
Like riding a corpse-exploding bike. So folks have noticed the new countdown tune. Well, not really new. We've, I hit the wrong button.
We've had it a while, it's just I don't know how to play it, so when I've been streaming, I haven't been playing that. So, welcome back, I guess.
Indeed. And, I believe, is that when Gorecore 4?
It is. Gorecore 4 rides again.
Excellent. Always outstanding work from the Gorecore 4.
Just randomly theme tunes for us. Just on a whim. Don't do requests, just occasionally just get an old VHS tape in the mail. It's slightly sticky for reasons I don't understand. We'll just go with it.
Could be blood, could be not blood.
Yeah. I'm hoping it's blood, but, you know, it's best not to think about it too much.
Oh, I didn't even notice there was someone there. Good job, team.
No.
Just the middle management of heroism.
All right, everybody, keep this up. It's going to be a skeleton pizza party. Very cheap. They do not eat. We just get boxes.
Just a bunch of skeleton warriors just silently staring at a single pizza.
Did we come through here and kick the hell out of somebody?
It's looking a bit empty.
Yeah, it feels like we might have beaten up this section already. Alright, let's go this way then. Murdering.
Low quality axe.
And Steve, while we are talking about hanging out and whatnot, you want to tell folks about your latest secret projects?
I'd love to, Drew, except it's a secret. I can tell them that there is a project, and it is a secret, and all will be revealed... Let me see, when will it be revealed? At a later date. So, keep excited. Let that one keep you up at night. But my not-so-secret projects, what have I got on at the moment? No, I'm dabbling again with the Rick collaboration, trying to make some progress on that. And my only partially secret sci-fi project. But no, with Handen released and the shingles squared away, I'm kind of like... There's been a lot of con planning, but...
Oh, what con would that be?
Yeah, I do... Oh, that would be Authors of Dragons Con, August 6th or 8th in Nashville. Plenty going on there. Lots to organise. And it shouldn't really be sneaking up on us, because we've had it planned for a while. But we're not very organised, so it is sneaking up on us. Lots to do, lots to sort out.
Yeah, I've been working on a few special things for that one myself.
Yeah, there's going to be fun things happening just as soon as we get our shit together.
Well, I mean, we'll definitely have our shit together by August 6th through 8th.
Definitely. You can guarantee that August 6th through 8th will be the most we've ever had our shit together since the last con. I'll leave that to the people who went to the last con to see if that's an endorsement.
Hey, we found a door.
Not.
I think this is where I was. Yeah, this is where my portal was. Alright, we're back.
Alright, cool. Okay, back in the game. Just taking a long way around. Taking the bus route.
Sometimes you gotta party. I will announce that I have... still working on Spell, Swords, and Stealth number 5, of course. As I said, that'll be several months long, because that's just a bigger series. Well done, boys.
Rough them up, boys. Oh, thanks.
Oh! Get away from my guy!
I'm afraid not. Just shoot him in the face. That's what I do.
I realized that said loose stone, but I definitely read it as loose stool.
Can you investigate it? Or do you want to investigate it? Probably not.
Let's see. Oh, but in writing-related news, I did spend some time getting 5-Minute Sherlock number 2, The Case of the Haunted House. What an appropriate thing to mention during a Diablo stream. Ready for print and ebook, and that's all available now. So, if you enjoy ridiculous mysteries, but you're not a fan of audiobooks, 5-Minute Sherlock and The Case of the Haunted House is now available in all formats. The audio one came out last December, and now the exclusivity with Audible has reached its end, so I can offer it in all formats.
I do have an update for the Authors and Dragons comic book issue 2 as well. That is going to the printers this week. A little later than I would have wanted it to go, but they do turn around pretty quickly. So hopefully we're still on track for the August delivery.
I'm so excited for Volume 2. I was showing, I had a friend visit this weekend and I was showing him Volume 1, and it's just so cool.
It is cool.
John Luther Davis does the artwork, so we're punching way above our weight class in terms of that actual quality.
What's great about it is, because the art for this was done a while ago, if you're on the Patreon, you get to see it as it develops. But since then, we did the NPC tier, which basically means JLD had to redraw a few pages, and the redrawn artwork with all the NPCs in it, all the people who sent us their photos to copy into the comic book, looks fucking sweet. I think anyone who got that tier is going to be very pleased with how it turned out.
Man, very, very
But
jazzed
yeah,
for that
hopefully
one.
that's all coming out on time. I think if you went for the digital copy, you'll be getting it a little bit earlier. But, hopefully your physical copy will reach you in August. Insane postman ending, I guess.
Alright, are you ready for a murder fight thing? Because when we click this
Murder
resplendent
fight
chest,
thing.
it's definitely going to activate some sort of shenanigans.
Oh. I was hoping that maybe just this once they'd just give me something resplendent.
Wait a minute, these don't have corpses! Ah, there we go.
I'm afraid not.
We did
that
it!
was underwhelming. Should hit it again.
Thought
This
we'd have to
time it
fight
is
more stuff.
Yeah.
Let's see. I feel like we had...
Your death nears.
Well, that takes care of that.
We are an unstoppable force of murder.
How dare you be hanging out in your own home? Don't you know who I am? The one taking your home. Oh, did your minions suddenly turn into ammunition to be used against you? Oh no. Oh man. Let's see here. Oh yeah, I can go up. So, a lot of fun stuff. Of course, most of it centered around Archon, the new books. And I think, oh my goodness, is that all of the writer talk for this? For everything we have to catch up on?
I
Catch
think
up
so.
on, I mean restate the save.
Yeah. I still don't think we're in a position to release an itinerary for the con. I think there are still certain things that are juggling around. Most of it's set in stone.
Yes.
Attendees will be pleased to know. There's definitely an itinerary of things that are happening, and all of them are going to be fun things that people enjoy, I trust. I know I would. But, we're not 100% on some of the timings yet, so we don't want to release that until we are.
Yeah.
Which will probably be 10 a.m. on the day of the con.
I think you said the day after con.
The day after the con is your itinerary. I hope it all worked out.
Yeah, for folks who have not been behind the scenes at a con, generally speaking, I've usually gotten my schedule a week before, if that, for every convention I've attended.
There's a lot of stuff to wrangle, even for us. Even though we are a small con, there's still there's a lot of heads and there's a lot of activities.
And you got to make sure everybody is lined up appropriately and everything, because if you misschedule, then you create a kind of a chain of effect that can really screw you.
Yeah. We all know how Drew feels about something. John less so. John apparently does not give a fuck. And he's sort of our main con coordinator, so... you know, if he's not worried, I'm not worried.
Should we go
Or
down
no,
that
if he's
path
not
in the
worried, maybe
middle?
I should be worried.
Where was that going? Well, we'll figure this one out first.
Ah, an interesting opponent.
Well, if you want to be weird about it, now I'm just going to summon my Death Mage. Ah, no thank you.
Oh, frozen.
How dare you!
There you defend yourself.
How dare you freeze my crew!
Spiteful Shroud. That sounds like my kind of gear.
Alright, give me 1 second here as we have a moment, and I will check our Discord Ushin questions for the day. And if you're wondering what I'm referencing, that is the Discord over at our Patreon at Authors and Dragons. And yeah, we take questions as we are gaming. And before that, okay. Speaking of, Kveldbjorn asks, what part of the con are we most, I guess, looking forward to?
Ooh. Well, I think we can definitely say there's going to be some main game presentations. There's going to be the A&D live show. It's going to be a Salty Bastards live show. And providing everything goes according to plan, also a Calamity Jane's live show. So I think they're going to be fun. I don't know what else we can talk about.
Yeah, I think some of the things I'm looking forward to are just getting to surprise you all with some of the stuff we've worked on.
Yeah.
And of course, seeing
everyone
our
who
friends
went,
again.
Yeah, everyone who went to the last con, the main games, the shingles, choose your own shingles reading, well, not reading, improv. That was a laugh. So all the classics from last time are back, plus a few extras, which, again, due to scheduling and juggling, we can't really talk about right now. But needless to say, if you enjoyed those other things I just mentioned, you're going to enjoy the other things I alluded to.
Very well put. All right, I checked some of my gear to do the leveling up, as is part of Diablo. Frank asks, if you're being attacked in your own home, a la Home Alone, what traps would you set for burglars, and what would they be trying to steal from you?
Oh, man. You know what, that second question was kind of depressing. I had to think about it. It's like what would they steal from me?
I got lucky and grabbed one of the new Xboxes when they came out, so I'm going to say that.
Yeah, I was talking to Joe earlier. I think my only prized possession is my Mac Mini, for which I do all the podcast editing and graphics and stuff. So they tried to take that. I guess the trap would be, quote unquote, me beating them to death.
Me finishing off a pint and then driving the glass upside their head.
Maybe I'll shout surprise, like when I know they're mostly dead. I'll shout surprise.
The night embraces you.
I'm trying to think, what could I trap wise?
My master will take pride.
I don't know.
in this.
I mean, Macaulay Culkin's character in Home Alone was a genius psychopath. I'm not either of those things, so... I mean, the fact that his go-to ploy was, some people are going to rob my house. Best, and he must have been planning this in his head all his life. Like, how can I just effectively murder strangers in my own home?
Yeah, he did go deep.
He just rolled that shit out.
Yeah, I feel like I would be stealing from some of the Home Alone tactics, which would end in a horrifying, spray of viscera if one of those paint cans actually connects.
Yeah, I mean, that's the front of your skull basically caved in.
Yeah, I've just killed a man at that point.
And that landing, he's not going to walk again.
I think the fact that his brain matter has been intruded upon by Skull is probably why he's not going to be doing much again.
Yeah, I mean, presumably, if I've got a heads up on this, I mean, A, I'm probably going to call the police because I'm boring. B, pull a straw dogs. Put some oil on the boil in a pan, and just really make someone regret choosing to rob you. As I said, I feel strongly about my Mac Mini, so I will pour boiling oil on you.
Okay, I don't care about corpse plants. I do want that. Sorry, I'm having to do my new skills.
Oh, it's new skills. Can you summon even more skeletons?
There's one of them that gives you extra armor and then reduces that armor for each minion you summon.
Can you just turn your skeletons into a giant undead mech suit?
Oh my god. Actually, there is a different summon that unlocks a little bit later on, where you trade a bunch of skeletons for one big old ugly thing.
Nice.
Actually, let's see.
Sit on his shoulder.
What level does that pop up at? That's... Oh, I have that, actually. Do you want to see it?
Yes, I do. Oh, where are we going? The Royal Crypts. Is that where we're heading? Yeah, there we are.
Say hello to Big
nice.
Boy.
Yeah, he's hot, yeah. Oh, he's savage too.
Yeah, yeah.
He's got all the aggression of 9 different skeletons.
Pretty much. Not a looker. Not a looker, though.
No. He knows what his purpose is. It's like, born with a face like that, you're never going to be a charm offensive.
Yoink.
Keep your distance from
Oh, cool. More souls for me to control. Hey, wait. Wait, what's this?
Is this a story? I didn't sign up for this.
I'm a necromancer!
Ooh, chat does point out, is Brandon in issue 2? No, he doesn't make his debut till issue 3. Although there is some Brandon art in issue 2. I can spoil that one for you. We went a little bit over on our page count. I think we promised a 24-page comic book. It's a 25-page comic book, which means we had to insert some extra art. So more bonuses for you guys. And some of that art is Brandon orientated. So if you need your Brandon fix...
And who doesn't?
I can know you do. Yeah. That'll be a nice little taster. Nice little warm-up for issue 3.
You know, I feel
JLD
like...
has already started
Oh, go ahead.
the artwork. So, speaking of issue 3, JLD has started the artwork for that, but he's trying a new approach, so people on the Patreon should see that soon. Once he has enough of it kind of going. You fighting Piers? Yeah.
Good old exploding corpses. Oh yeah, these guys didn't even get to fire. I killed them before we started. Oh, good times. Oh, I was gonna say on the Home Alone thing, yeah, I know we talk about like the deadliness of Kevin McAllister, but his, like, he went right for, like, the maiming, the destruction, like, no mercy.
Yeah, I mean, he could have killed those men whenever he wanted.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He
chose not to.
He was not in it for for a half measure.
He chose to amuse himself. I still think, like, because, you know, at the end game, his plan fell apart just a little bit. And I truly think that happened because he assumed they would have died of blood loss by then.
It's like, well, he is a child, but that, yeah, the Kevin McAllister grows up to be Saw is both ridiculous and pretty funny.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, he's got one skill set that brings him joy. You know, and you can't really use that in a legally approved way at all. And what are the chances that anyone else is going to break into his house? After that shit, 0. No one's going to break into his house. So the Saw career to me makes sense. It's just a frustrated creative.
He discovered his passion.
Yeah. And that actually makes more sense than the actual guy from Saw's motivation as well. So. Oh, I'm putting you in this death trap to teach you to appreciate your life. No, you fucking not, psycho.
Ooh, Fluffed has an interesting one. So if 12-year-old Steve were, you know, drawing up his dream home, you know, one with cool stuff to defend from the eventual Home Alone burglars, what would some of the features that you would have had be?
Now, I remember being maybe 10 years old, big into Ninja Turtles, because that is, you know, an entirely normal thing to be for a 10-year-old boy at the time. And I thought it would be really cool if you had a house where you had a room that the access to which was like a manhole. So you had to go in a room above, like a seemingly innocuous room, and then kind of go through a little trapdoor to get into your room. It'd be like massively impractical, but you know, you don't really think in practical terms when you're 10 years old. You just want to be a Ninja Turtle.
Oh yeah.
If you're practical at all, you wouldn't want to be a Ninja Turtle because, you know, as a grown man, I'm like, no, I wouldn't want to be a sewer-dwelling turtle. It just looks like an uncomfortable life.
I don't know. The one in like Ninja Turtles 2 where they find the abandoned subway station, that one I could see being like a decently priced VRBO.
Yeah, I mean, in this market, can't be too choosy. I guess we'll live in an abandoned subway with some ninjas.
I mean, but for that kind of floor space?
Yeah. You're saying all I have to do is fight the occasional robot army. Okay.
I mean, most of the Foot Clan isn't even that. In the movies, they're just teenagers.
All I have to do is beat the shit out of some homeless teenagers now and then. Sold!
Yeah, that new guy's enthusiasm. Oh my god, is that what Casey Jones was? Just a dude who really needed a place to crash.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and their middle-aged, angry, homeless companion, I guess.
Yeah, just a dude with a bunch of sporting equipment who is down for hanging out with mutants and rat people and all sorts of monsters so long as he can beat the hell out of strangers.
It's like, yeah, I brought my ninja weaponry. So that is a broken baseball bat and a bottle. It's like, well, yeah, you know, unexpected ninja. Gaffer screwdriver. Yeah, Casey Jones is an ace. He doesn't get enough credit for just giving up his life to be a turtle. The kind of, and I think the turtles only really hung out with him because it's probably safer that way.
Like, I mean, do we want this guy with us or against us? Like, he could be the turtle hunter just as easily as he could be Casey Jones.
Yeah, I mean, if we invite him along with us, then at least we know where he is. Yeah, if I'm around Casey Jones, I want him to be somewhere I can see him. He's not a stable man.
Oh, so Michaela in the YouTube brings up that, Steve, apparently you have a favorite turtle that is similar. What's your favorite of the Ninja Turtles?
We've been through this. It's Raphael. I had an existential crisis about it because I wasn't sure if I just picked Raphael because all my cooler friends picked all the other turtles first, and I just kind of, you know, I went with Raphael and then just sort of conditioned myself to thinking it was a good idea.
I mean, but Raphael is cool, but rude.
Yeah, he is cool. Yeah, it's cool, but crude. Yeah.
It's right in there.
It's in the theme song. But the fact that they had to say it in the theme song also suggests that maybe they were kind of like, well, what do we do with Raphael? He's kind of like a Chandler here. I don't know if we can put him into the theme tune. He's got these little stubby weapons, his only ninja power up is sarcasm.
Well, I mean, that makes him relatable, if nothing else.
Yeah, but maybe not to like an 8-year-old. To a middle-aged man, makes him super relatable.
Yeah. Like that does not track.
It's like now with perspective, it's like, yeah, obviously Raphael's the best. He's either, you know, in the early versions he was just quietly mocking all of you, and in the later versions it's just his hatred knows no bounds. He's the most over being a turtle out of all the turtles.
The darkness is coming. I must.
What is this bullshit? What are we doing? Oh, it's plot.
I could be remembering wrong. I feel like that was even a plot point in the movie they did where he was like trying to go out and be among humans.
And he got super angry about that as well. Raphael's quite unreasonable. Yes, it's like, oh, we've got to hide in the shadows. Why? Because you're a hideous monster, Raphael.
The fact that you get away with walking around in a trench coat is honestly a testament to 80s New York more than anything.
Yeah, I mean, they see the trench coat and they know not to look at you in case you catch your eye and inevitably flash your penis at them. That's why the disguise works.
Oh god, is that why the disguise works? Is it just everyone's afraid they're flashers?
They see the coat and they think, ice to the ground, ice to the ground. If they looked at him for more than 5 seconds, they go, that's a fucking turtle in a trench coat.
Oh, it's very clearly a turtle in a trench coat.
He's wearing a mask under the hat, but that's not fooling anyone. Why did he think an eye mask would disguise his turtleness?
I would love if they played that mask thing like to the hilt in TMNT. Like if they just walked around normally and no one ever commented on it, and then at one point someone knocks one of their masks off and everyone loses their shit and starts screaming about there being a giant turtle.
Or they just thought that's how they just go out and relax. Are you a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle? No, man. Am I wearing a mask? I'm just an ordinary turtle monster.
Yeah. A regular standard turtle demon. Wait, what?
Early 20s standard turtle.
Oh, God. Has a job in junior accounting. Has an awful pension. Hates his boss.
Well, we've all got to grow up sometime.
Yeah. That would be funny. Like, just one of the turtles has to go get a real job and the rest are still adventuring.
Just immediately, Raphael would have went from his lovable Chandler stick to his angry outcast bit. Then he has to get a job, and he just goes straight back to being Office Chandler.
Just go quietly angry about everything.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just making bad jokes all the time to deal with the fact that he's in a rough situation.
Alright, I think I have finished upgrading all my shiz. So now let's go sell the rest of it. Oh, hang on.
Apparently, someone in the chat has a pair of Psy.
No man could survive
Nice.
such a
Yeah.
thing.
There you go. That's what you want when people break in.
I mean, Psy seem
Launch at them
cool,
with
just
turtle
not,
weapons.
compared to the giant swords and the bow staff, especially when you factor in the video game factor, which was there. I mean, the ability of the turtles in their respective video games kind of influenced how you felt.
Yeah, that's true. And Raphael was the worst character in most video games because of the stubbiness. And they're all kind of like the same size, so nobody was ever saying like, should one be stronger? Should one be quicker? They're like, no, they're all turtles. They've all got the same abilities, they've just got different weapons, which inform their style. Which means like the one with the shit weapon
Must be the
Not too
shit
bad.
turtle.
Yeah. But it's like, everyone else is going in there. Leonardo's going there with 2 swords. Donatello had the bow. Michelangelo had a couple of pairs of nunchucks, and that takes confidence. And Raphael's going there with what essentially are 2 barbecue tongs. I think that does speak to his confidence. Or at least his hatred of the whole shtick.
So it doesn't come up a lot, but one of the things about nunchucks is that they are really dangerous. And like you can break bones when you swing a nunchuck, right? Which
Yeah,
when you
I once
flash back to
caught
that
myself
first movie where Michelangelo is swinging them at teenagers.
yeah, a lot of those teenagers had like hairline fractures at the least.
Yeah, they're just like, oh my god, this turtle cracked my shoulder. I'm on a
Why is he
football scholarship, man.
Why is he joking? Why does he think this is a game? This really hurts.
Crack. Oh god, I'm clearly not from a good home life, and now I have to go deal with a broken arm in the hospital. This is gonna go well. Thanks,
How do I
turtles.
explain to my mother that I can't make my shift at the Costco?
Because a turtle broke my arm.
No one's ever going to believe me. This turtle was having the time of its life, and now 3 of my friends are dead.
Jesus.
He said he was the party, dude.
I'll never forget the way he screamed. Cowabunga. Well, we took this down a road, didn't we?
Yeah. I always thought it'd be great, getting a job. I always complain about people like ruining franchises, but if they gave me half an opportunity, I'd ruin their fucking franchises.
Oh God, yeah. Oh.
Ooh, here's a good one. Saragening X. A sexy name. If you lot are cosplaying at the con, apart from your own characters, who would you go as? If you were the cosplaying type, Drew.
Let's see. I have done Fred for one panel at one convention. It looks like we're going to Cemetery of the Forsaken.
Oh, Forsaken.
But so if we were to cosplay as someone and not our own characters, I mean, oh God. I guess the question of it is, am I there to cosplay to do like the best job I can, or am I going to a con and going to be in cosplay all day? Because those are going to be different answers. There's a comfort factor that's going to have to be at play.
That's true.
I think if I were going, like, attending a convention and doing a cosplay, just anyone with robes, or like a wizard robe, something comfortable.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I'm going to be hanging out all day. By God, I'm going to be cozy.
You can't argue with that. I say you're the DM, so technically you get away with not cosplaying as a character anyway.
Oh, actually, that's the perfect answer. Is I would get some cool. There it is. I would get a very fancy version of the '80s cartoon Dungeon Master robes, the big red ones, and that would be my cosplay.
Yeah, I could probably pull off that hairstyle. Yeah, I think if I was going to cosplay, I don't know, would it have to be con relevant, or can I just cosplay as anyone?
I think you can do whatever.
Be a fantasy character?
Yeah. There's cons for all sorts, so, whatever character you're thinking of, they have a convention for them.
Maybe Super Mario.
Yeah, Super Mario would be fun.
That's an easy one. It's comfortable. You can get drunk in a Super Mario costume.
I've seen several Super Marios at cons.
I once went to a party where there was a really rough-looking Super Mario. He'd grown his own moustache, but it's obviously that he had it being beforehand and just shaved it down to a moustache, so he still had like a 2-week shadow. And he wasn't wearing like a Mario hat; it was just a normal red cap and blue dungarees and big engineer boots. I think he put some tape on the normal red cap so it had an M on it. And he was wearing like cricket gloves instead of big cartoony gloves.
Like Hard Times Mario.
Yeah, it just looked like he would kick the shit out of you. It's like the most dangerous looking Mario I've ever seen. It's like we recently ATM'd the Super Mario Bros. Movie.
Oh, I hate that I missed that.
I won't spoil it for anyone, but we weren't impressed. But if you're going to do a live action Mario and you're talking about this guy who can break bricks with his head, and I think the Mario I ran into in a bar was probably the most accurate portrayal of Super Mario.
The night embraces you.
So yeah, I could go skeezy dangerous Mario. Who else would be comfortable and easy to do?
One from going all the way back to my childhood that I always thought would be fun, and I guess if I was going to put some money and effort into it, would be Nicholas D. Wolfwood from Trigun. Just because, I have the right hue and general look for it. You want to go see what this is about? Decaying Crypt?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's got attractive glow light.
Man, I need to rewatch that one. It's an old series, but a classic as I remember it. I don't want to overcommit because I've been burned. It's like, oh yeah, man, that movie's great. Turn it on. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Who did I recommend this to?
Here's the thing about cosplay, because I'm a fat guy and because I'm bold, it takes a lot of options off the table. I can go as fat versions of characters, and you know, if I go any character with hair, I need to wear a wig, which is automatically a hassle. So,
But not uncommon for cosplay folks. That's
no,
a lot of them do have to do the wigs just because the hairs in general are so outrageous.
Yeah, but it seems
I could bring that down.
In terms of general comfort, wigs are not comfortable. So I don't know. I guess I could go as Kojak, maybe. Chris, fucking classic.
Someone like bombing us during that fight?
I don't know. They died quickly. Whatever they were trying to achieve, I barely noticed.
They wanted to die beneath the necromancer. Who can blame them? What glory!
There you go. I could go as Bane. And I can get to do that stupid voice all day.
Now, if you're gonna go Bane, I think you gotta do the Harley Quinn cartoon Bane, which is slightly more fun.
I think if I go movie Bane, there's the big vest and the coat and the mask, and I don't really have to like get in shape or anything. I just have to be bold and wear the mask.
Oh, I just mean you gotta do that voice, like the one of one who's just like, you know, why did you take my dinner?
Well, that was Tom Hardy's lasting legacy to the DC universe. That's just what Bane sounds like now. Sounds like a confused foreign physics professor. Yeah, can have some fun with that. That'd be comfortable. A built-in mask. Very 2021 option. And yeah, I get to do an annoying voice. I have a few beers in that. I'll be talking to complete strangers who are just trying to do their job. In an annoying voice. Yeah. There you go. That's what I do.
Alright, I'm gonna check our map, because I'm not sure where we're supposed to be going at this point. Okay, this way. Perfect. I remembered the map button, so that right there, that's character growth from episode to episode.
F.U. Mark in the chat says, if you're just looking for someone with robes, Drew, you could go as Sorcerer the Sorcerer.
No, those, I don't imagine they are comfortable nor reliable. You know, someone brought up in the Discord what is Metallakazam on the Salty Bastards episode in terms of class. So I wanted to touch on this real quick because he's a Divine Soul Sorcerer, which is why he can do the various Divine spells and Arcane spells. But what I find more interesting, we have literally no idea what the hell Sorcerer is. Like, we have not seen him use an ability or cast a unique spell. So that's the bigger question. What the hell kind of sorcerer is Sorcerer? And hopefully Rick did not make a custom subclass.
Yeah, I mean, this is the great thing about Bevan is he will put whatever it is he's got in his head first, regardless of the physics and limitations of the class. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing. I mean, he's used like 2 abilities so far as Sorcerer, and both of them have been fluid based.
Yeah, he's just cast 2 fluid spells and then been knocked out. Oh, God.
I mean, that might be all he does for the rest of the game.
Oh, God.
You gotta lean into that shit.
Yeah, I don't think anyone can accuse Sorcerer or Bevan of not leaning in.
Yeah, fully embrace the horror.
Speaking of, how's the Shingles life going? Anything new on that horizon for you in the thought process, or?
No, Shingles is great thing about Shingles is I can just have a stupid idea and then turn it into a book. So, you know, I just generally wait. I'll be watching a horror movie or playing a game and go, man, imagine if I was doing this, but it was stupid. Normally, in the old days, I'd be kind of like, well, you know, that's a thought I had. That can go off into the ether with all the other thoughts I had. But now it's like, well, no, that's a perfectly viable Shingles premise, so I guess I'm obligated to make it a reality now.
Oh yeah, I've had more than a few of my ideas that would not have gone anywhere without the Shingles as an outlet. Like, there's no way I could have tried to make a real book out of Action Cadabra.
Yeah, I mean, I wrote the shingling, and the reason I wrote the shingling is I was talking to my girlfriend about one of my favourite movies, which is The Shining, and I accidentally said The Shingling. I thought, well, now I have to ruin my favourite movie by making the Shingles version of it. And that was enormous fun. I like to think I, you know, shat on an important piece of art there, which I love. Yeah, so, yeah, Shingles is great like that. I haven't got anything much going on. I'm just done, my latest was Silent but Deadly Hill, which again, I love the Silent Hill video game series, so why not turn it into an elaborate fart joke? But no, I haven't really been thinking about the next one. As of yet. Who knows? Who knows where inspiration will strike?
I have got my one I'm currently working on that I've been messing around with in downtime this year. That'll be out in Christmas. And then honestly, I've got my next one pretty much figured out, and I've sort of like started out the plotting of it, and kind of started mucking around with the one after that as well. So I've got a good mental lead on Shingles, if not an actual writing lead.
There you go.
Yeah. But it's a great place to, like, because it's not one that I set out to work on, but that's why I just have a little bit of a stockpile right now, because I've had a few random ideas. I was like, ooh, that would be a fun Shingles, and so
I don't think I've ever had a kind of mental lead on a Shingles. I try and put as little thought into it as possible. That's a stupid idea, and then, you know, you start writing and trying to make that idea a reality.
Oh god, it's a goblin! It's a goblin! Kill him! Kill him! Kill him! Kill him!
Do we hate goblins?
They drop treasure. They're treasure goblins.
Oh, so we like goblins.
We like killing goblins. If you don't kill the goblin, he escapes with all the treasure.
Just like in real life.
Sorry, what were you talking about before there was a goblin?
Shingles.
It's the writing process. So my the first ones were a little bit more seated on my pants. I've kind of been like treating Shingles as a way to practice writing short stories, because it's definitely not something I have a lot of experience with. As anyone who has read my stuff will know, I am not known for brevity.
Yes.
But
short is not your medium.
No. But writing short is a different experience, and so I've been kind of trying to work on writing that, you know, as best I can. And part of the thing I've learned is that I do better with real tight plotting on that, because there's just not enough room for me to play around. So if I set my limits out there and I know what each chapter has to be, then I can work in my little touches where I have them, but there's no chance for it to kind of run out on me. And it also allows me to do more story folding, like make more elements happen in more chapters as you go.
Yeah, I'd say the same. I don't know if most people have figured it out, but kind of Shingles has I got the Fan of Knives ability. Yes.
Are you a fan of knives? Oh yeah, I got an ability too. I forgot to check that.
I am. Raphael is my favorite tale. Anyway, as I was saying, yeah, Shingles, we aim for about 20,000 words. I think it's a bit higher sometimes, not often lower. And I do find that, okay, I'm parodying something. I'm often starting with a parody rather than an original theme. So you have to do justice to that parody. But you also still have to have, you know, a resolution and character arc and a theme and, you know, some element of action and payoff and jokes. So even though you've sort of said, all right, Cam, I've got this stupid idea, you still have to kind of sell that idea in a limited space in a story that still has the kind of payoffs of a normal story.
Right. So I mean, if a good example, and this is not a comparison of quality to ourselves that I'm trying to make, I'm just going with something that I feel like most people will have seen. Early Mel Brooks versus the Not Another Whatever movie franchise.
Yeah.
One attempted to do parody while also telling stories within that parody structure, and one was just like, hey, remember that this thing exists?
Yeah, a series of skits that do not age well.
Yeah. Oh god, no. They didn't do well. I don't think they aged well at the time they were released.
No.
But holy crap, that thing's huge. And we cut its head off, it looked like. Jesus.
Oh, rare and wonderful beast that was. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. There was no attempt in that era of parody movies to do anything rather than a framework for a series of, I'm hesitant to call them skits, just references to other things that have happened.
I mean, Scary Movie 1 and 2, I'm definitely not going to stand up for how well they've aged, but there was at least a attempt at an actual story structure. Yeah,
the story structure they stole from
Scream.
Scream.
Yeah, but that's fine. That's part of.
That's fine.
That's a parody. You can full on just do a movie.
Absolutely. Again, the shingling is very much following the process of, to an extent.
I mean, Spaceballs is just they fully just they did Star Wars and that was fine.
But when you decide to, what we'll do is, people like it when we reference movies. That's why people watch this, right? Let's reference 100 movies. Well, what would the story be? Get Out. You're fired, whatever your name is.
Yeah. Story. Where do you think you work?
Just get the lawyers in the room. See how much we can, see how much referential content we can use. Fire some of you, right?
Oh boy.
Yeah, I think that's probably generally the formula. So yeah, Shingles is quite a good lesson in tightening up and delivering on a concept.
Oh yeah, I feel like because like it's been a fun learning process, because the way I started with Aliens Wrecked Our Kegger compared to the way I wrote Action Cadabra are pretty substantially different. And that's kind of the fun of taking on a new medium is, you get the experience of, oh wow, I'm bad at this part and this part, but now I can learn how to do these better, and this will be cool to take back to my main writing.
Yeah.
At no point in this job should you ever think that you don't have more you can learn. And if you do, you should hire another editor, because you're about to really fuck up.
That's probably solid advice.
Yeah, anytime if you ever think you can't do wrong, you're about to do really wrong. Alright, well I am going to say we both activate, well hang on, let's kill these guys first, for daring to be in front of us.
Yeah, keep it being field. F.U. Mark in the chat says, will Stan Dandeliver be making an appearance a la Brand of Firemaster at the A&D Con? I'm going to say possibly not, because I have very limited luggage of what I can take with me to America. And because I'm having to stop over in Mexico, well, I wanted little things in my bag that are going to give people an excuse to search them as possible.
Yeah,
So,
a costume for a highwayman might not be the best thing to bring through customs multiple times.
what's that? Well, that's my bandit mask. Oh. Now I'm in prison.
Yeah, this is right. This is as it should be. All right, are you ready to portal back to town?
Well, if I can, yeah, let's
All
do
right.
it.
So you use a portal with T, the T button.
T. There we go. Boom. Portaled.
Portaled. All right, now we hopefully can both go back there when we resume. And don't forget to muck with your banner to make sure everything saves, because the save on this can be weird.
Save my stuff.
There you go.
Well, that was productive.
Yeah, we
Killed a lot of things there.
killed a lot of innocent goat people who were just hanging out in their planes. And we defiled a crypt.
Well, I like to think we've sent a message.
That we have. Oh, goodness. All right, folks, thanks for joining us on this week's Adventure Brodeo. We will be back next Wednesday with another round, and for those of you who are coming out to Nashville August 6th through 8th, we'll see you in person very shortly. Until next time, bye!
Bye.